Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I normally share a lot of luxury skincare and makeup here on my channel, but today I wanted to switch things up a little and share something a little more affordable and super cute. Look how cute this Hello Kitty head is. Pixi has just launched a limited edition collaboration with Hello Kitty, and not only is it adorable, it's also cruelty-free, budget-friendly, and it's genuinely good quality. Sorry, I sound so nasally. I'm so full of cold. Wanted to get this out for you because they are limited edition. But anyway, the collab brings two timeless London companies together and includes a few Pixi favorites like their setting spray, plus some new products that still include Pixi skin-loving ingredients like apples and vitamin E to leave your skin glowing. So in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through the Pixi and Hello Kitty collection, what's in it, what's worth picking up, or what surprised me the most, and which products I'd actually recommend. So if you love skincare, makeup, and anything that feels a little bit nostalgic but still performs, you're going to love this one. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with the Pixi and Hello Kitty Anywhere patches. Now, I have their original hydrogel patches. These are actually a slightly different shape because they are designed to be used literally anywhere. And it does come with a little spatula, so you can use that just to lift out the pieces so you haven't got to dig your fingers in to root them out. Anyway, you can use these hydrogel patches anywhere you want to hydrate, tone, and soothe. There's lots of serum on here, so I feel like you get a really good dose of the goodness. There's also 90 in here, so literally go crazy with them. I like to use them on my 11s, on those frown lines, on my forehead, under my eyes, on my smile lines, and on my nose right now as it's super dry from my cold. And then you just leave them on for 10 minutes and let them go to work. Okay, let's get these off. And you can tell how much product is on here because sometimes when you have patches, they dry out. You can still see these are still really lovely and hydrating. And I feel like they're so good as a really good primer for your skin. I still use a makeup primer, don't get me wrong, but for just creating a really nice hydrated, dewy base to get started on. So these are definitely some hydrogel patches I recommend. I love that you can use them in more places than just your under eyes. I know you can normally with eye patches, but eye patches tend to be very expensive. I feel like because of this price point, you can use them everywhere without feeling so bad about it. Okay, next up is Pixi Flawless and Poreless Primer. As you can see, I love this stuff and I have another new one ready to go. Now, it comes out like a beigey colour. A little goes a long way with this. I tend to use it in the summer as it's oil-free and it really helps with oil control. I also have kind of large pores, especially down my T-zone, and I feel like it really helps to blur those out. And it's just one of those primers. I feel like it's almost better. It says for all skin types. I feel like it's better for oily oil combination rather than dry skin, but it does have a lot of skin loving ingredients and it just creates that really nice, smooth base for your makeup that's going to help it last longer. So this is my go-to primer, especially in summer or if I'm wanting extra oil control. I live in Vegas where it's always hot in the summer. So this one is a winner for me, especially at this price point if you don't want to be splurging on a luxury makeup primer. Okay, so normally from Pixi, I would use their on-the-go glow sticks. I love those. I've reviewed and showed you those before. But today, I'm going to show you the Pixi and Hello Kitty limited edition Anywhere palette. Now this has 6 colors in it. They've been curated and designed to be universally flattering. So you have both the cool and the warmer colors in there. And I feel like it's a palette you can use year round. I would use different colors obviously when I'm this white compared to in summer. And the reason it's called the Anywhere palette is because they're designed to be used anywhere on your face. You can use a blush, a highlighter, contour, eyeshadow, you name it, play around and do it. Okay, let's swatch them and see which ones we want to play around with. And as you can see in the sunlight, all of them have the most beautiful iridescent finish except for that subtly sun touch. So Cute is going to be your soft, pearly highlight. I find that works really well on the eyes or if you're very pale as a highlighter. Subtly sun touched is that natural sun-kissed warmth. It's brilliant on your eyes and for a contour. Peachy might be my favorite for a fresh peachy flush. Beautiful for a highlighter on your eyes and anywhere you want a highlighter on your face. Soft is a gorgeous bronze, really glowy, lovely on the eyes and to contour or as a bronzer. Rose Dew is the prettiest pink. I feel like it's a brilliant eyeshadow or a blush with a really lovely highlight to it. And then Summertime is that beautiful deep bronze with a luster to it. Use it on your eyes, use it as a bronzer, use it as a contour. Absolute winner. So I'm going to start on the eyes and I'm going to start with the subtly sun-kissed. in my crease, and then I'll go and do some of the highlighters. And I'm continuing the contour basically over from where I contoured my nose. Oh, this is gorgeous. It's such a subtle color, but it's so flattering, and it's just so easy to blend out. It feels so super soft and silky going in. Oh, I'm loving this color. I think this is a color I would use both in the summer and the winter. Like, it looks fine on my pale skin. It's not too dark. I feel like you could probably even contour with this as well. Well, okay, I went a little bit too crazy there. Buff that out later with some powder. Let's go in with a, oh, what do we want to do next? I'm loving all of these. I think I want to go in very gently with this in the crease, and then we'll finish with that as a highlighter. Let's go in with Summertime. We'll pretend it's summertime. And I'm building this very slowly because I'm a bit nervous when you first work with colours. It's easy to add more, harder to take off. And then I'm going to go in with Cute as a highlighter. It is quite shimmery. I don't know if you can see quite how shimmery it is on a camera. It's a little bit too much for the day, so I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. What I love about Pixi Cosmetics is they are really designed to be easy to work with, either with your fingers or brushes. So just play around. There's really no right or wrong way to apply these. And yeah, they blend it out really, really easily. Let's try some of these as a bronzer. Because I used the Summertime on my eyes, I'm going to use that as my bronzer. Maybe we do a blush first. Let's do the Rose Dew as my blush, and then I'll go in and use the Summertime to match with the eyes as the bronzer. Everyone has different ways of applying blush. You could either stipple it on with a bigger fluff-free brush or use a smaller brush, and this has a really gorgeous kind of shimmer to it. I feel like I'm not picking up enough color this way. Let's try a bigger, fluffier brush on it. Oh, there we go. Oh, she is pretty. That color is absolutely gorgeous. It's very, very subtle, but it's almost like a highlighter and blush in one. It's the prettiest shade of pink. I absolutely love that. It's very, very natural, but it's so luminescent. It's very, very flattering, and it literally just melts into the skin. Love this one. We'll go back and finish the eyes, don't worry about that. We'll put mascara and liner on. I just wanted to use this palette for everything whilst we have it out. And if you feel like that's not giving you enough pigment and a bright enough blush, you could always go in with your Pixi blush stick first, and then put the powder on top. You'll get more pigment and it'll be very, very long lasting. Now let's play with this Summertime to go in. You could use it as a bronzer, but I'm going to use it as a contour here and then a bronzer on my forehead. I'm going to go quite light because I'm kind of nervous about how dark this one is. See, these are so lovely to work with. You're not getting too much at any one time. It's just a beautiful color payoff that's very, very easy to build. And like all of the Pixi products, which I really appreciate as I'm getting older, they have skin-loving ingredients in them. So not only are you getting color, you're getting skincare, which I love. You're getting like double the value for your money. I would be very careful using this as a highlighter. It could end up too bright, as we saw on the eyes. I'm going to try that as my highlighter. And let's do one side with a brush and on one side with fingers. So let's grab some Peachy. So lovely. It really just gives you that really radiant, healthy, lit within glow without looking like a glitter ball. I kind of wish I'd use this color on my eyes. Oh, I was going to do my finger, wasn't I? It's habits. I'm not really a finger makeup applicator girly. I find it just doesn't blend as easily or sit as well. So that's why I personally prefer using a brush. I just feel like it ends up looking more natural. Okay, love that. I'm going to show you a little bit more with that later because I'm going to show you something else you can do with your setting spray. Let's try the mascara and eyeliner. Also, if this eyeshadow palette isn't giving you enough coverage, which I totally think it would, it's very, very buildable, the colors. You could always go something in with their EyeLift Max. This one is a lot more pigmented, a lot darker, and that's such a pretty shade, so you could really add that to the color, especially if you wanted more shimmer there. Okay, let's go on to the mascara and liner. So I have, where is it, the Pixi Large Lash Mascara. I haven't used this before, but it's supposed to be a very oversized brush to kind of give you those exaggerated, thick, extra long false lash effect. I am going to do how I would normally apply it. I'm going to curl my lashes and I'm going to use a primer because I would never not use a primer on my lashes. And this mascara does also come in brown if you find black too harsh for you. Another tip they said, and a way you could do it, is to do black on the top and brown on the bottom. And this is really designed to be a very buildable mascara, but in saying that, you have to work very quickly with it in between coats because it's designed to be a waterproof and smudge proof. So once it's set, it's set. It's not going anywhere. So let me show you the brush. That is a giant brush. It might be more of a struggle on the lower lashes, but for the top, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. And then you're going to literally just start at the base of your roots and wiggle and take it up. And as you get towards the edges, you're going to want to pull those out towards your temples. And then when you're in the middle, try and take them more towards the bridge of your nose, just to really try to help fan out the lashes and create that separation. Wow, one coat. And I already see a lot of coverage with that. This is my first time using this. I am impressed. This is definitely going to be a go-to mascara. This is amazing. And it's not clumping either. I sometimes worry about ones that say they're going to give you the false lash effect, how much they're going to clump. Wow. Should we do a third coat just for fun? Although they are already looking like false lashes. Look at the difference between that and that. Amazing. All right, let's do a third coat before this dries down. By kind of wiggling it into the roots, it just kind of helps you get more color at the lash line as well. And if you want to really create a bit more curl, you can come up underneath, press, and kind of hold to try and really keep that curl in place. Brilliant. That is nuts. Oh, wow. I haven't said that about mascara in a long time. I've always said, like, you really have to have a good primer. I'll clear that off afterwards. So if that happens when you get it on your top, don't try and wipe it off when it's wet or just smudge everywhere. You want to wait for that to dry down and then you can just pick it off with a Q-tip. And that just came right off with a Q-tip, dead easy. So yes, this mascara does everything it says it will do and more, and I highly recommend it, especially at this price point. Okay, and what next? On to the eyeliner. Some of you might like to do your eyeliner first. I tend to do it my mascara first on my upper lashes, then my liner, and then the other way around on the bottom. I tend to do the eyeliner and then the lashes. This eyeliner is only $12 and it comes in a ton of different colors if this isn't the one you want. Now, I have a very watery, sensitive eyes. I talk about that all the time. This is designed to be really gentle on sensitive eyes, as well as waterproof and smudge proof, which I really appreciate because my eyes tend to stream a lot as soon as I go outside. And it's called the Endless Silky Eye Pen. Let me show you the texture of that. Oh wow, that literally just glided on like silk. I'm going to tightline the waterline started on the inside to the out. And that just instantly, the difference between this eye and that eye, it just really helps to define that lash line. And it glides on like silk. It feels very, very hydrating. The only thing I found when I was trying to do the top, this wasn't really fine point enough to get a nice crisp line. It feels a bit thicker than I would normally do it. Now this dries down very, very quickly because it is budge proof and smudge proof. So if you're wanting to blend it out, do that immediately before it dries down. And a pro tip they say for using this one is to keep it in the freezer. Now I'm going to do the bottom waterline quickly. And then what I'm going to do for my eyeliner underneath is go back to this Anywhere Kitty palette and create a long-lasting, more intense color using the setting spray. I'll talk about this later. But an easy way to make it more intense is literally just to spray your makeup brush. And this will also help it stay in place. Grab the color you want. I'm going to go in the corner. And then you can smudge this. Oh, I've got a loose thing under the eye. And I tend to like using eyeshadows under my eye, not just eyeliners, to tie in with the color above so that it's a very cohesive look. And then we're going to see how well this mascara works on the bottom lashes with it being such a giant wand. Actually, it's not too bad. I'm not making too much of a mess. Watch me totally jinx that now. Okay, without. look like I've got fake eyelashes on underneath as well. That is quite the dramatic effect. I'm loving how radiant and fresh this makeup looks. Is there any finishing touches we want to do? Yes. Love it or hate it. I like doing a bit of a nose highlight. I know some people say it can be a bit distracting, but I like it, so I'm going to do it. So to me, makeup's a bit like fashion. It's wearing and doing things the way you want to do it, whatever makes you feel your best. And then we're going to finish with the Pixi and Hello Kitty finishing setting spray. How cute is this? It's got a little Hello Kitty head on it. It's the same as the original formula, but in a super cute limited edition bottle. Now this is a lightweight formula. It's got lots of nourishing ingredients with it. You can apply it before your makeup, after your makeup, and then you can also use it throughout the day whenever you feel like you want a bit of a refresh or to help keep your makeup lasting even further. Ooh, that is very floral. It's actually very cooling as well. That felt really nice and fresh. Wow, it's given me even more of a glow. Okay, this is a winner. It has rose water and green tea as well. So very, very cute. I don't know how easy that is to pop in your bag with that giant head, but I love this as well. And like I showed you earlier, you can also use it if you want to create a more intense smoky eye or intensify your pigments by spraying this on your makeup brushes before you dip them in your pigment. Okay, a last thing I want to show you is Pixi's Eau de Parfum Trio. Now, if you're looking for an affordable scent, these are really good. And look how cute the atomizers are. You literally just twist them up. Good to go. And these travel size, you can pop them in your handbag, take them with you. Very, very affordable. And what's really cute about these is it's designed to be either used on their own, or you can mix and match and blend them to create your own blends. And they all kind of have different emotional, I'd say, like properties to them. And I'm going to drop below the way Pixi has described their Pixi Eau de Parfum Alchemy mixes in the description below in case you want to play around with them. And the blend I want to try today is what they call their sensual blend. It's a mix of their rose and mimosa. The other one is fig. Even though it says rose and mimosa, there are multiple notes in there. It's not just those two. Let's do a quick spritz. What I noticed, I wore the fig the other day. What I noticed was it's very strong to start with. The smells hit you in the face and then it softens up, and I feel like they wear down quite quickly. But at this price point, what are you expecting? So I feel like, oh, that mimosa was very, very bright. I wouldn't wear that on its own, but I'm thinking, oh yeah, when you layer these together, there is so much going on right now. It's very floral. It's a little sweet. I think maybe a bit too sweet for me. I might use a bit less of the mimosa next time. But, oh, it's definitely a scent that people are going to be like, what are you wearing? I feel like it's very statement making. And like I said, in the beginning, it starts strong, softens down. So maybe do a few spritzes, see how it wears. You can always add. It's harder to take perfume away. So what do we think? What are we loving? What are we not loving? I am really, really impressed with the quality of these products for this price point. Wasn't sure what to expect. Like I said, I've used the primer before, I've used the patches before, but a lot of these, it was my first time trying. And I'm very, very happy with how just like glowy it's looking and how easy it is to build. And I just find the colors very, very flattering. Okay, I'm going to link all of the products I use in the description below. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm so sorry I sound so full of cold, but I wanted to get this done for you because they are limited edition. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, you know what to do. Give it a quick thumbs up and subscribe.